Ever wondered how some sellers seem to always hit the jackpot with their products? Well, today I'm going to peel back the curtain on a technique to find winning products that's been working for me for years across platforms, right? So this isn't just specific to selling on one specific site. You can use this everywhere. I call it reverse sniping. It's a method that's not just about finding what actually is selling for your competitors, but also then identifying where they're sourcing these hot selling products from. That way, they'll no longer have an advantage over you and you can compete with them in the same shipping times, right? The same price, the same listing quality. And then after that, even improve on their offer with things like better videos to sell your products or even undercutting their price slightly if you want to go that route. And when I first started selling on Facebook Marketplace years ago, I realized quickly that the key to success was figuring out what was already selling well. Now, sure, you could play the volume game and list a lot, or you could do the test relentlessly and kind of see what worked for you. And both of those are solid strategies in the beginning. But if you wanted to jumpstart your sales quickly, the fastest path to success there was to also sell what other people were already buying on the platform. It was proven. You knew it had a higher likelihood to sell already. You knew there were customers actually purchasing it on the platform already, and the algorithm already knew what products were doing well and then would organically serve those specific products and products like them as well to more people, hoping that it would result in more sales and revenue for that company, which makes sense, obviously. So the not so secret, not just with Facebook Marketplace back in the day, but with selling anywhere really, TikTok Shop, Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, you name it, is to stop trying to reinvent the wheel in the beginning and do what's already working for people, list what's already selling. The trick to doing this, reverse engineering the process by sniping other sellers' best products, right? So let me walk you through the 4 methods that I use to uncover the suppliers of these hot selling products. Let's say, for example, you're selling in the fitness niche on TikTok Shop and you're not sure what products will actually sell. Well, the best way to find out, like I said, is to go look at other people already selling on the platform and find out what they're actually selling. That's the low-hanging fruit. To see this, you can use a software like Data, which will literally spoon feed you what's selling in your niche. I've already covered this in other videos and I'll link one at the bottom of the description if you want to learn more. Or you can just search around TikTok within the TikTok Shop tab and find what other pages are selling within your niche. Then find what products for them have the most sales. TikTok will literally tell you this by past sold under each specific product, and then find the supplier so you can also list and sell that too. Now, if you're struggling to find the supplier or you don't know how, there's 4 simple things that you can look at. First and foremost is your tried and true Google search. Now, this one's pretty straightforward, so it's often overlooked, but start by searching the exact title of the product that you're interested in into Google. If you don't get any results, try breaking the title down into smaller keywords and phrases and search again. This method is simple, but it's effective. And honestly, just doing this most times, you'll find it. Sellers can often be lazy, especially if they're drop shippers, and they'll hardly change up the title very much, which makes Googling it to bring back the supplier often a breeze. The second way is reverse image searching. So this is where it gets interesting. You can go to Google and look at the reverse image search option. And here, instead of using words to search, you simply search with the listing pictures. So I'll usually start with the first image on the listing, but if that doesn't work to give me any leads, then I'll try other images from the same listing, because sometimes sellers can kind of move images around to throw off snipers or to highlight what they think might attract more clicks and more sales with the best picture on the listing. And this is hands down my most effective method for finding a supplier, because most sellers use generic listing images from their supplier for obvious reasons. Maybe they're already high quality, maybe they do a good job of outlining the product features or dimensions, and obviously they don't need to actually spend any more time creating them. But obviously that's good for you and for me, because we can search that image in Google and find the supplier fast. The only time that this doesn't work is if the product is only sold by that company directly on their specific platform or on one specific platform, and they don't have it listed for retail anywhere else. That is rare though. Or if a seller went out of their way to produce their own high quality product images, maybe they outsourced this for their own specific listing in hopes that it would differentiate themselves and help them sell better, because that again is rare, but it can help to make your product stand out amongst other ones that are similar. The third way is to just search the main retailers. So most sellers source their products from a few key suppliers. Again, drop shippers do this as well. Make sure to check the obvious ones with a simple search on these specific sites, right? So Amazon, eBay, Walmart, AliExpress, all the popular ones, search them in the search bar. Take the product title or some of the keywords and run them through the search bar of these websites. It's fascinating how different results will pop up on platforms compared to Google. So if you search something for Amazon, for example, Amazon's search bar might reveal it even if Google doesn't. And fourth is description snippets. So this is my last resort, but it can work well if you need it. I'll scrutinize the product description for unique phrases, brand names, or even specific features and measurements of that product, and then search that, especially the brand name, because adding the brand name to a specific search can really help yield you more results that are closer to it. Searching these snippets can sometimes lead you to the right supplier, even if it's a less common product. And these 4 methods have been the roadmap to finding suppliers for snipe products and figuring out what suppliers my competition is using. While the first 3 techniques will usually do the trick for you, digging into the product description often unveils hidden clues about the supplier. And if all else fails, just try to list something similar, even if it's not the same exact product, since you already know products like that are working for similar audiences on the platform. Listing something similar can yield you similar results. Not always, but it's a good shot. So that's the inside scoop on how to reverse engineer the products of your competitors and jumpstart your sales faster. But remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. While this is a clear-cut strategy to get sales fast on many of these platforms, it's not where your end goal should be. Ultimately, this is just a jumping off point in the beginning. Your main goal should be to find other products and then differentiate with other offers that no one else is selling, or maybe that nobody else can sell. And that's how you can really scale, but don't start there, of course. Start here with this strategy and get some momentum first. Hope it helps.